Hi there, this is Heather Home out of Peterborough, Ontario. I am an artist and graphic designer, and I even have a little face painting business. Owner of H3 Designs through Print on Demand. And I know to this channel I hardly ever upload anything. I'm very clear. I upload rarely and sporadically, but when I do, I just kind of want to share a little bit about my art journey and hopefully some either fun stuff or techniques, or just show off the latest creations that I've been making. Today I wanted to do a little art haul video, and I'm gonna try to keep it fairly short because I actually have to work in a little while, but I thought, oh, I've got a little bit of time, I can get in a video. So near myself, I live downtown in Peterborough, Ontario, and in the mall close to me, just blocks from my house, we have a nice little kind of a Crayola warehouse store. So they sell bits and pieces of Crayola items that are either no longer in stock in the regular stores, or they're old stock, or they're pieces of something, or their boxes are damaged. But they also sell art supplies as well beyond the Crayola brand. For myself, the discounts are great. Those are always a bonus, but for me it's the location. It's just blocks from my house. We do have an art, like an actual professional art supply store, also in the downtown area, but it's kind of on the edge of downtown, and it takes me about 15 minutes to walk there. And I love that store. It's a beautiful little store. And I do love to, of course, support local business. We have a Michael's too. It's a ride to get there, and big box stores, they're all great. Sometimes I get things from Amazon too, but anyways, I really wanted to give a little plug to our Crayola Plus. I'm going to call it Plus. I'm not sure what the name of it is. I think it's Jerry's in the mall, Peterborough Square, because they've got all of these awesome art supplies that I pick up regularly, and sometimes I discover some really great things there. The thing about like a warehouse store is that they are constantly getting in different things. It depends on what is shipped to them and what's available. So for me, there have been things that, yes, they've kind of been there kind of always since the beginning for many years now, but it's always kind of like Christmas. I go in and there's something new and exciting, or I've walked past something a million times and never picked it up, and then I pick it up and oh my god, there's something really cool about it. So I thought I'd just go through my little latest art haul here and do some sharing. And what did I do here? A little bit of research, because I wanted to compare some of the prices too. Sometimes the prices at a discount store are a nice bonus. So I'm just playing with my screen here. I apologize. I know my attention is being taken away from the screen, but I wanted to compare some prices. So first thing I got, little, I'm not sure if you can see it in there, little art brush for $3. And what I think is really funny is it's Color Factory. I don't know if you can see that. Color Factory spelled O-R, and this is Canada. So in Canada we would say an O-U-R, and I checked the labeling on the back and it's imported by Multicraft in Ottawa. So yeah, I'm not sure why it's spelled with an O-R. Perhaps somewhere in the States they've got their 2 cents into this, but $3 for a water brush. And I'll just pull it out so you can see the size. Always packaging to deal with. Oh, that's something else that sometimes with a factory discount store is that they will have things that have not yet gone into packages. They'll have leftovers of items, and I kind of like that because there's so much packaging in the world, and you can stock up on things, and if you bring your little canvas bag, you can just, once you've paid for them, of course, then shove them all in your canvas bag without all that extra packaging. So I kind of like that. But anyways, there was packaging with this one. So it does have the little, with this water brush, does have the little protective cap. This one, I don't know if you can see, maybe against my shirt there, you can see the length of the tip. And at this time, they only have this size. But for $3 for a water brush, let me see, comparatively, I've just pulled up on Amazon.ca. So keep in mind, these are Canadian prices. There's one here, actually most of them come in multi-packs, but there's one here for on sale for $8.29, normally $11.99, and it looks pretty similar. I mean, it's a water brush, what can I say? So saving a lot of money there, but I love these so much. I had a few of them from the same store, and I was doing this lettering challenge through our Peterborough Public Library. If you have a library card in Peterborough, you can get a free membership with creativebug.com, which I love, and our library organizes these month-long, they call them craft along challenges, and they have a little Facebook group page. So the idea is that you sign on to the Creative Bug, you follow the instructor for 31 days for the month, and then whatever you feel like sharing on that particular subject, whatever the course was for, then you can share it on their little Facebook page. And it's kind of really fun because you get really inspired, you see what other people are doing, and I really love it. Now, for me, with my water brushes, I've always just used water in them, and I use them with my brush markers or watercolor tablets and so on. But in this lettering challenge, the instructor put the ink right inside. She was using Sumi ink. I had India ink on hand, so that's what I had planned to do. But then I thought, oh no, but I don't want to wreck the ones that I have, just in case it doesn't go so well and you can't clean them out afterwards. And because they do tend to be a little bit more pricey, and I couldn't be guaranteed if I could get these at Jerry's again. So anyways, I was back yesterday, and sure enough, they did. So now I have one, dedicating this one to ink, and we'll see how that goes. That should be another video. So that was that one. Let me see what do I have here next. Oh, I have this great pack. It's a 4-pack, and oh my god, this was a find, I have to tell you. So this brush in here, the big one, look at those bristles. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to unpack it. Luscious bristles. Whoops, more packaging. Everything flies. But I'm going to show you the bristles on this. Oh my god, it's luscious. It's like a makeup brush. Like, it's so soft, and yet it bounces back. They're synthetic bristles. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's chiseled. It's soft. Oh my gosh, it feels so soft, like a kitty's tail or a makeup brush or something. It's so soft. Look at the size of that. You know how much water that holds? I bought these. They had them individually, and these are Crayola. There's the backing, Crayola. I've already pulled the front off of it, and it came in a 4-pack. So they had these as singulars, and the woman showed me they come in this big box, and they had the round, and then they had flat, of course, and I think she said there was one other type, and I can't remember. I think there were 3, but she said the round ones sell out really super fast, and then they only will have the flat ones and whatever the third one was for a while, until those sell out, because they all come together in one package. And so these ones, they were selling $1.75 just on their own, which even on its own, that's a really great price. And I already had 2 of them, and I love them so much. They're just so luscious. Oh my god. So I went back to try to get another one. And there was one left, and then I was looking at it, and my eye just veered just slightly to the left, for my left, and there was this 4-pack with all these different sizes in it. And I thought, oh, are they the same bristles? And they are, and they come in different sizes. Oh my god. So oops, something just fell off there. I think that was just a little bit of the extra. Oh, and this one, unfortunately, this is going to need to be trimmed. That's often the case, regardless of whether it's a warehouse item, or even sometimes when you get into the really nice fine arts supplies, you can sometimes have to trim them when you get them home. But anyways, the lusciousness of these bristles. So I'm gonna really love trying out these other sizes and seeing what I can do with these. Even this one is huge. Look at that. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, there's a nice little fine line one here. I'm gonna have fun with those. Comparatively, so what did I pay? I paid $4 for this 4-pack of really super luscious bristle brushes, round tip brushes, on Amazon.ca, $16.99. Now there's actually 2. They're exactly the same, and that's all you really have to watch when you're getting onto some place like Amazon. $16.99 for one, only 7 left in stock, and free 1-day delivery. And then the other one right next to it is only $4.49. Exactly the same, and same free 1-day shipping, but there must be lots in stock because they don't have a limit on them. So I mean, comparatively, I think I would go, I'm not really even sure what it would be in a regular store. How do I know? But that's quite a difference in price. So I'm not really sure what it would be, you know, like maybe at a department store or something. I have no idea what the regular price would be. But even if I go with that lower price, I'm still saving 50 cents at the discount warehouse store. So what do I have here next? Excuse me for a moment. I'm just going to take a sip of water. These must be the gel pens. Now, I could not find this exact one on Amazon.ca, but anybody who's ever used gel pens will know how good of a deal this is. So this is Forever in Time Paper Craft Collection roller gel pens, 2 white and 2 black. Now, they don't say anywhere on them, either on the pens themselves or the package, but I've used these before. They don't say what size they are. I would call them maybe like a medium tip, like a 0.5, and I'll just pull them out. And these black, oh my God, they write so nicely. So again, I don't know if you can see, there we go, the tip size. You won't be able to see with the writing. Let's see if I can write on the back of something here. There we go. So you can see it writes so nicely. And for any of you who've used gel pens, you know how often they clunk up, they get stuck, they get the little bubbles that mean that you can no longer use the rest of the that's in the barrel. These ones write so nicely. I really love this brand. What was the brand again? Forever in Time. This one, $2 was what I paid for this 4-pack. Even comparatively, when I go onto Amazon, the white gel pens, there isn't this exact brand, but 3 gel pens in just white. Let's see if I can find it. I had it here. They start around $10. That's for the Uniball, which I really love. The Signo Broad. Oh my God, I love that one too. But these ones, so these ones of course are not going to be as good as that. The white ones, I do still have to be careful like what I'm using them on top of. They seem to be okay with some things and not with others, but I find that's true with a lot of gel pens anyways, but I will take them because these ones I find like are really great if I'm doing like some fine whiskers, if I'm drawing an animal or something. They're pretty handy, but the black ones are amazing. So that was a good savings there as well. $2 for 4 gel pens. Amazing. What is this one? This one is the watercolor pad. Now I'm just trying to check here. Is this is the paper. Oh yes. So, this was the amazing one. This was why I wanted to do the video in the first place. So during this lettering challenge, our library supplies like some of the supplies and then you have to get the rest. And normally I just buy cold pressed paper, but the library was very kind and gifted us all with little pieces of hot pressed paper so that we could have the smooth surface for doing this lettering on. And for anybody who is an artist, you know that the hot press generally is more expensive than the cold press. And I kind of like texture anyways if I'm working with watercolors. But if you're doing lettering, you don't want all that texture, right? Or at least not necessarily. It depends on the letters that you're creating. So what happened was I wanted to do a full sheet. The library gifted us very kindly with these little squares for us to practice on, but I wanted to do something with a full sheet. And so I had this, what's the brand here? Canson, 9x12 in 90 pound, this one. And I accidentally taped it the wrong side down. I wasn't even aware that there was a wrong side. And as I went to work with it, I thought, oh, this is smooth. And then I went and checked my label again. And sure enough, no, it is cold press. But this one, it's like a 2-for-1. There is a smooth side, which I just love. And I have heard of that before. Some cold presses will have a nice soft, smooth side on them. But honestly, I've never found them in my city. Just like, you know, at the dollar store or discount store. And to be honest, I have not checked them out at our fine art stores just because I go through a lot of paper. It's easier for me to get it somewhere in my neighborhood if I can. So the only cold press that I've ever found was always textured on both sides. So this was like a thrill for me. $3 for what I'm going to call a 2-for-1. You get to pick the side that you're using. And again, that's 9x12 cold pressed watercolor paper. So that was amazing to me. Comparatively, when I go on, now there are some Canson let me see, Canson Infinity fine art watercolor paper, 8.5x11, $88.64. For 25 sheets. That seems like a lot, actually. I'm going to say no to that one. What do we have here? I would say on average they're maybe around 20 bucks for a pad for, let's say 30 sheets. So to find, what is this? Again, 10 sheets for $3, and it's a bonus smooth side. So anyways, I went back and I got 3 more packs of that. It made me so happy to discover that. That was amazing for me. This one I did not get yesterday. I had it previously, and unfortunately, I took the price tag off of it, but I don't think I paid more than $10 for this. And they had it in different sizes at this store. So this was the second time I'd gone back specifically for this paper. It's rag marker paper so that the markers can blend very nicely on the paper. This is Bienfang. Now, to me, that sounds Germanic. I'm probably mispronouncing it as a Canadian who hears the French accent a little bit more often than German. So I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. To me, that looks like Bienfang, but it may be pronounced differently. Anyways, Graphics 360, rag marker paper, 100 sheets. I don't think I paid more than $10 for this. And this size is 11x14. And gosh, I don't know if you can see. I don't have any pages here with me, and I don't have my markers at the table here. But this paper, oh my gosh, it's so smooth, and you would not believe it. I have rarely, even though it's so super thin, it's like tissue paper practically, the markers do not bleed through most of the time. Now, there have been the odd time when I've really worked something, and yes, it did end up going through, but it just amazes me. I don't get the technology. How can the paper be that thin and the markers not bleed through? It blows my mind. And what I love is the blending ability with the markers. So that's Bienfang Graphics 360 paper, and again, comparatively, so I'm sure I did not pay more than $10 for that pad, even though it's a huge pad. And that one came with 100 sheets and not more than $10. Comparatively, here we have 50 sheets in 11x14. This is Amazon.ca, $32.33. So that is a huge savings there as well. What else? There was a canvas pad. Now, I wasn't able to find this particular brand. This one is, this is Color Factory as well. And it's just a regular prepped canvas pad. Instead of having stretched canvases, they're nice little sheets that you can tape down. This pack comes with 10 sheets in 9x12. Again, I don't have the price on this. I bought this one a long while ago. I think it was like $4 or $5. That's amazing. And they were great. I love them. They work wonderfully. They're already prepped, although of course I do often use gesso on them. So let's just see comparatively, if we pull up here, canvas pad. Now mine was, what did I say? 9x12. Yep, here's one 9x12, $21.11. They go down, I would say, what's this one? $16.48 is the next one. So, and then upwards like $24.89, and then going up to like, 48 something here. So it depends, of course, on the brand and the quality and size. But that's like a pretty good deal if you're somebody who, and I like the pads because when you get stretch canvases, as you know, if you're an artist, there's only so many that you can do. And then at some point, where the heck do you put them if you haven't managed to sell them? Or even if you're like stocking them up to get ready for a show, like where do you store them? So I like the flat ones because I like to be able to put them in the little accordion folders. They're tucked away nicely, all done. And then just a last few things here. They have other little craft supplies there. So this one is Craft Medley for jewelry, flat pad earring backs. $2 for a little pad of, or little package of earring backings. And as a matter of fact, I wanted to open those because when I went to put my earrings on today, I was missing a backing. So for $2, and it's kind of like that, feels a bit like the grocery stores now where you could do all of your shopping in one place. I went in for art supplies and I got an earring backing. So that was a nice little bonus. The last thing that I want to talk about is that with these factory type discount stores, you can often go in, as I said earlier, go in and there's items where they don't have packaging. Either the packaging, there was packaging maybe at one time and it became damaged, or what is often the case is they will have extras that they don't put into packaging as yet. And you can go in and it's kind of like bulk shopping. Now, for me, I love this because I run out of certain colors. Doesn't matter whether it's pencil crayons or markers or paints or whatever the case may be. And instead of having to buy a whole new pack just for that one or two color, I like to be able to go in and pick my colors. So I was so thrilled when I went yesterday. I felt like I won the lottery. They had greens. I go through green so much. I love to draw plants, scenery, and so on. And I use green so much. So I went through, they had this big bin and I found like a bunch of different greens. Some of these are the same. These are the same. So I got like different, I don't know if the camera's going to read those as differently, but they are different. And I got a bunch of different greens. I think there were 4 different greens that I was able to get. So I was thrilled with that. Oh my God. And they were 20 cents each. You can just go through. Now with factory stuff, again, you might want to like test it just to be sure. This store, I have not had a problem with it since they first opened. I think when they first opened, there were a few things that were kind of dried out when I opened them, but it's been many years since I found that with this store. I love going back to this store in Peterborough. Light purple. That's kind of reading as gray. I don't know if you can see that light. It's a very light lavender. I run out of that quite a bit, and my blues and grays. And they had different sizes for the grays. Actually, they did for the blues too, but I didn't get any of those. So we've got different size grays. We've got different blues. So I got a whole bag of those and just stocked up on those. And I was thrilled because comparatively, oh shoot, I should have brought it up. I checked, I tried searching for an array of green markers just to see if there was anybody out there who sold them. And I think, was it Ohuhu perhaps did, or maybe Copic. And it was like somewhere between, I think, $40 to $50 for a pack of markers. And it was a good size pack, but for me, it's just not really worth it. I love to go through my greens. I love to use them, but I would never, I think that's more like professional level when you're working all day, every day at it. And for me, this is more like a hobby business. But I did also find this Crayola dry erase marker, and just because markers are intended for a different purpose doesn't mean that you can't use them in other ways. So I've used dry erase, I've used the markers for fabrics, I've used just about everything, and just give it a try and see. And these ones I actually find are quite nice. They leave like a kind of really nice matte finish, and you just want to make sure that they're dry, nice and dry, as with all things, before you touch them. So I think that was like 50 cents or something, 50 cents, 75 cents, something like that, even less than the dollar store. So I was so pleased. You can tell I'm really happy with my art haul today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do encourage you to find, go out into your city or nearby cities and try to find those little special places where you can find those discoveries that make you happy, especially, like I said, like that pad of watercolor paper, the cold press. That was such a nice surprise to find that there was a smooth side with that one. I just was so thrilled to discover that, and $3 for a whole pad. That's crazy. So yeah, I guess my video went a little bit longer and I do have to go to work now. But I hope you enjoyed. Have fun, be creative, and check back on the my channel again later on, or if you would like, hit subscribe and like if you like, and then that way when I do manage to upload rarely and sporadically, you will get the videos. Okay, everyone, take care. Happy creating, and see you again soon.